The for loop, yeah, I mean, it'll read one word after another, okay, and it prints that word while executing this particular loop, okay. So that way. Now, I created other script. Okay, the file system .sh. Okay, so I have, I mean, if I want to check, I mean, if I want to handle or if I want to work with the files or folders, okay, now what I want to do is I want to I want to do something with this particular file. I want to read this particular file. Okay, but before to that, I want to see whether that particular file exists in the file system or not. I mean, that's what um, uh, that that's what check I want to make before I actually read that. But I mean, any operation before I do any operation on that particular file. Or now I want to move it to a particular directory. Okay, something whatever the, so before you, I mean, how you move using cd command, cd, and give that particular directory name so that you can move to that particular directory. But if that directory doesn't exist, so I mean, your script definitely will fail, right? So if you want to check whether file exists or not, or if you want to check a directory uh, exists or not, oh, this I wrong. So then, I mean, you have to use -f -d. Okay, so here if you use the -f, the file name, okay, so it will check whether that particular file exists or not. Okay, so or -d, so whether this particular directory exists or not. So if that exists, yes, you can go into that directory and do whatever the operation you want and come out of it. Okay, but if that doesn't exist, so you can give an error message. So I mean, this directory doesn't exist, exit 1 or exit -1 with a particular status, so that so that that way you can handle the errors in a better way. Okay, so let's see whether what kind of output this is going to give. Okay, the given file exists, but given directory doesn't exist. Okay, so this directory is not there on my file system. I don't have this. Okay, if you give only the opt till opt, okay, I deleted the rest of the uh, directory path. Okay, so if you do this, yeah, given file exists as well as the directory. Okay, there is a question like what is the item? Yeah, I guess you're asking for the previous script, like for okay, this is just a variable. I mean, for item is a variable. Okay, you can give abc here. Okay, I can give like this. So here this still works. Okay, so for each iteration a word will be assigned to the abc. Okay, that will be printed here. It is just a, I mean, variable. That's it. Okay, now you can run the for loop again. Yeah, see. Okay, so in the file system example, okay, so I just checking I mean if you want to read a particular file, okay, but before to that I want to check whether that file exists or not. So this way you can actually um, check. Okay, so I want to move to a particular directory and I want to do some operation there. If you want to check whether that particular directory exists or not, then you can actually check like this. Okay, right. Now now mm, I want to I want to keep one particular script to run in a background. Okay, background meaning, okay, I'll schedule a job to run a script at 6 o'clock in the morning or midnight 12 o'clock. Okay, but think about the output. Okay, I'm getting this particular output. Okay, where this will go. Okay, I want to capture this output. Okay, if it runs in the background, no way you can see, because it'll that output will take by the system. Okay, and nowhere you can see that particular output. Okay, so in general, what people do is they redirect this particular output to a log file. Okay, so a for loop is there, so I want to redirect this particular output to a log file. Okay, so let me run this. Okay, here I am running. Okay, so for .log. Okay, so this is how you can redirect the output to a log file. Okay, just run this. So nothing is printed on the screen now. Okay, but if you see the for log file, come on. Okay, log file. So you can see the output of that. So what you're doing is that actually you're preserving the output of that particular command, so that okay, it ran in the midnight, so you can come at your regular office hour and you can look at the log file if whether it ran fine or there are any errors while running that particular script. So that way you can do it. I mean basically I mean uh, to preserve the output. Okay, now now if you run again, if you run this particular script again. Okay, now if you see it, what happens? So you'll have the output for the current running. I mean you don't I mean you already ran once, so you have 10 lines. But if you run once again, what is happening? So it is deleting the previous content and putting the new content here. I mean putting the whatever the output now you have. Now suppose I have like this. Okay, now I'm changing the for loop. Okay, oh sorry, not log. I want to change the shell script. Okay, till only maybe I'm putting another one. Mm, okay, so I'm running the command again. Okay, as of now it is there till 10. Okay, so if I run once again, okay, so you got the alarm, meaning so it is erasing the previous command output, I mean previous output, and appending the sorry, adding the current output. Okay, now I wanted to append, instead of erasing the previous one, I want to append. Okay, I don't want to erase the previous output. Okay, so in that case you need to use um, I mean so the double redirect symbols. Okay, so greater than to the a particular log file. So if you run like this, if you go in and see that, okay, so you will see the previous command, previous output as well as current. Okay, so if you want to erase the previous output, okay, use single greater than symbol, or otherwise if you want to preserve the previous command output, yes, you can use double quotes. sorry, double greater than symbol. Now if you run with a single, okay, so what happens? Okay, so it will erase the previous command output, I mean complete. Okay, and so meaning, I mean whatever there in this particular log file, it will erase completely and try to add the log file for the current run. Okay, yeah, there is something so other than this there is something else. Okay, if you see log handling.sh, okay, so if you see this, okay, so this is a let's try to run this particular command. What happens? I don't have this particular directory. Okay, let's see, let's try to run this particular command. Okay. Mm. Okay, so this is the echo statement, okay, which we ran, and in the next line, so we are trying to move to a particular directory which is not exist in the file system. Okay, so this is the error I'm getting. Okay, so let's try to redirect this to a log file. Okay, so let me redirect. Okay, something abc.log. Okay, if you see here, okay, I have two lines when I'm running as a normal command. Okay, so but when I redirect to a particular log file, okay, the echo statement is missing here on the console output, but it is printing the error message. So if you go to the abc.log, vi so your echo statement went into that particular log. Okay, so uh, I mean here, so a log file, I mean the normal echo message went into this particular log file, but this error message is actually printing on the screen. Okay, this is why this is, I mean why, because so in the Linux system, I mean there are two streams for the output messages. Okay, one is a standard output. Okay, another is a standard error output. Okay, so we call as a normal message and the error message. Okay, take that way. Okay, so but otherwise if you want to use the Linux nomenclature, okay, standard output and the standard error message, error output otherwise. Okay, normal message or error message, so we take that way. So there are two things. Okay, one is a normal or output, so which is echo statement, another is a error message. Okay, so I mean so to handle the error message, okay, okay, you need to do like this. Okay, so normal message will go to the abc.log. All error messages will go to the error.log. I mean, you can give any name. I mean, for error, instead of error.log, you can give I mean def.log. Okay, if you run like this, okay, you don't have I mean nothing is printed on the screen. Okay, go to abc.log. Okay, so you have the echo statement. Okay, if you see the error.log, okay, so you have the error. Okay, so this way you can actually handle both normal messages as well as the error messages. Okay, now I want to redirect both. I don't want two log files. I want to have both a normal message and the error message in one file. Okay, so in that case what you can do is, okay, you can give like this. Okay, and run this. So if you see the ABC, okay, so you have normal message as well as the error message in one log file. Okay, so what does this mean is, okay, so actually there are address stream 1, address stream 2 in a, I mean address stream 1, one will be the one will be the normal message, 2 will be the error message. Okay, so I'm redirecting the error message to the normal message string. Okay, so that way I'm capturing everything in the normal. So first you are redirecting your error message to normal string, so that I'm capturing in the abc.log. Okay, so that way you can get everything in a one log file. Okay, but otherwise if you want to capture the normal message and error message in two different files, yes, you can do like this. Okay, so normal message will go to the abc.log. Okay, so the error message will goes to the error log. Okay, so this is how you can actually handle the log file for, I mean, any given command. Okay, so this will applies even for uh, any anything, any program as well. Now you are running one particular Java program in the background. If you have a statement with the system.out.println, okay, that will come as a normal message. If there is an exception in the Java program, so that will come as a in a standard error path. Okay, standard error message. So if you do like this, so you may not able to capture the exception in the log file. Okay, so either you have to do this. Okay, if you want to capture exceptions and the normal message in a different log. Okay, or otherwise if you want to capture it all in a same file. Okay, so you have to do this, or exceptions, or maybe if someone wrote a statement like system.error.println. Okay, there are two statements to print the output. One is the system.out.println, system.error.println. Okay, if they wrote with the system.out.println, yes, it will go to the abc. It will consider as a normal message. But if they wrote with, I mean, if the output is coming from the system.error.println, so that will come as a error message. Okay, so this way you can actually handle the complete log. Okay, now I want to schedule one any script here. Okay, in the background. Okay, to run a particular time. Okay, if you take the date. Okay, maybe it is printing some date. Okay, I don't know, but okay, for us I want to check. Okay, I want to run. So we, in general, we use cron tab command to schedule any script. Okay, so before to do this, I'm just pressing Control C to cancel that. Okay, now I have these many commands. Okay, let's take log handling itself, because we will understand better. I want to schedule this particular log handling.sh as a background process. Okay, so what is a uh, I want to give full path. Okay, so let me open cron tab -e to edit. Okay, if you want to schedule any job in the background, okay, so just give e. Okay, so go there. Okay, so it will open up a vi editor. Okay, so this takes 5 arguments, 5 numbers, and then the command. Okay, so first is a first is a minute. Okay, at what minute you want to run. Okay, 45 minute. Okay, so at which hour. Okay, 23. Okay, then if you want to specifically mention any date, okay, on this particular date itself, okay, first of every month. Okay, and first of every month I want to run, or I want to run every day I want to run this particular script every day. I want to run this particular script at 11:45. So 23 means 11:45 p.m. I want to run. So every day, so you have to give star. I mean the next is a month. Okay, next is the week of the sorry, day of the week. Okay, I'll explain some more. Okay, so here is the root. I mean sorry, here is the command. Okay, scripts. Okay, so here I'll put it into the log file. Hmm. Remember to give the absolute path. Okay, so that I mean, because it will not go to any particular directory to run this particular command. Okay, so better always give the um, absolute path so that it'll pick right command. Okay, abc.log. Okay, 2 ampersand 1. Okay, so let's see. So I'm scheduling this particular command to run every day at 11:45. Okay, so what is the date? What is the time now? Okay, 11:43. Okay, let's make it to 44 so that we'll get the output. Okay, let me delete this particular uh, or otherwise way long handling. Okay, here what I'm doing is, okay, I'm putting a date. Okay, so that it will print a date and then the output. Okay, so it 40. So to see what are the scripts, I mean what are the things are handled, just to see. So -l cron tab -l, if you run that, okay, so it will show the list of the commands which are scheduled. Okay, so I guess yeah, we crossed that particular time. Okay, now let's see the log file. Okay, okay, so see this on this particular time. Okay, so it executed that particular your file which you are scheduled. Now let's look at some more things in the cron tab. Okay, -e to edit. Okay, so now if I want to run, this particular script every hour. Okay, every hour at every hour 00. Okay, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. So if you want to run, means every hour, right? So this is our place. Okay, so must be star. Okay, 00. So this way what it'll execute this particular script every hour. So whenever your minute matches with the 00, so it'll execute that. So nothing but, I mean, when it matches with the 00, so every hour it'll, or otherwise, like, I mean, every hour at the, I mean, 30th minute. Okay, so if you give like this, okay, so every hour, but I mean 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, so that way it will execute. Okay, this way. Now I want to execute something like this. Okay, every day, I mean every month, on every month first, uh, I want to execute a particular script on first day first. Okay, I want to execute a script every hour at a minute 00. Okay, so in that case, okay, on day first of every month, so this is the date. Okay, so first is the minute, then the hour, then the date, okay, then the month, okay, then the day of a week. Okay, I'll explain the last one a little later. Okay, if you do this, I mean if I save this particular job, okay, so what happens is, so this is the month field, sorry, this is a date field. Okay, on the first day of every month, okay, this script will run for every hour at 00 minute. Okay, or otherwise if you give like this, okay, 0200, okay, on day day first, the first day of every month, okay, this script will run at 2 o'clock in the morning. If you give the star, okay, so it will not try to match anything. Okay, if you give like this, if you give like this, okay, so day of the first month, okay, first day of the month, at 2 o'clock, for every minute it will run. Star means every, okay, whether it is a minute or whether it is hour, whether it is a day of that particular month. Okay, so if you give like this, this is the month field, okay, this is the month field, okay, 1 star 00. So if you give like this, okay, in January, the first month, January, on every day of this January month, this script will run in the morning 2 o'clock. In general, what I mean, if you run, uh, once in a day, okay, give like this, so in the morning 2 o'clock it will run. Okay, if you want to run once in a month, okay, so you have to select a date, right? Okay, first, okay, so on first of every month at 2 o'clock in the morning, this script will run. Okay, now I want to run this particular script, I want to run this particular script on Sunday, okay, first day of the week. Okay, I don't want to match anything with a date, okay, but I want to run on a first day of the week. So I don't know why, the Sunday they're mentioning with a 0, so 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, Saturday means 6, Sunday means 0. Okay, so if you give like this, on Sunday morning 2 o'clock, this script is going to run. Okay, if you want to run on a Saturday morning 2 o'clock, okay, give it here 6. Okay, so it will not match with, star, so it will not match anything with a date or month. Okay, on Sunday every hour I want to run a particular script. Okay, Sunday, okay, so this must be 0. Okay, on every hour, so I don't want to match anything, so like this. So on Sunday every hour, okay, at 00 minute, this will run. So this is a VI tab, okay, so you can close. Okay, so I don't know what is the time now. Okay, 51. Okay, it's a Tuesday, so Tuesday means Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so 2, number 2. Okay, now on the date 2, okay, so 53. Okay, let's keep this. Okay, on Tuesday, so on every hour, it will run at 53 minute. Okay, so if you run this, let's see, still 51. Okay, let's do 52. Yeah. So if you look at the log file, I mean it should run now. Yeah, at 52, because because the I mean because the one you actually scheduled match with this particular time. Okay, so Tuesday, I mean 2 means Tuesday. Okay, and the minute is 52, so it is matching with that particular scheduled time, so it will just execute. And you have to remember that now at the the in the scheduled time, if the system is down, okay, if you start the system, it will not, I mean it will not check whether this particular uh, scheduled job is ran or not. Okay, and if it didn't run, okay, it will skip. Okay, so means, I mean then you have to manually, you have to schedule again to run. So at that minute, if the system is down, so it will not check whether, I mean in the previous, whether it ran or not. Okay, so at that minute, if that matches with this particular time, then only it will run. So it will not check the previous run or something like that. If the system is down, that's it, it will forget about that. Yeah, it will run in the next hour. Yes. So this will match with, I mean now it is midnight, 11:52. Okay, so at 0:52, yes, it will run once again. Yeah, in the next schedule time, yes, it will run again. Okay, so this is more or less about the Linux. Okay, so you can actually Google about the scripts. I mean, and you can find more um, complex scripts for your requirement. Okay, so I want to give some, I mean, introduction to the scripting. So, I mean, I guess this will help you to at least to start. So if you have any questions, so you can ask me. I mean, related to I mean any previous sessions. Like, I mean, if you have any issue with the downloading the VM file, VM instance, or anything. Yes, you can actually schedule multiple. I mean, you can, if you have 2 3 things to be scheduled. Yeah, in the next line you can do same. Okay, you want to run another script to schedule. Okay, take a new line. Okay, put it there so that that will run according to your like this. Hyphen E. Okay, so in the next line I'll give some more, um, 0000 star star star. Okay, give here some script name here. Okay, so it will run according to the schedule time here. Yes, you can have multiple lines, for each line one schedule job. Any other questions related to the previous topics? Yeah, today, actually, yesterday, due to some timelines, I'm not able to meet Niranjan. So today, yes, I mean, definitely, I'm going to give this. Okay, you can actually send a message on the on my email, so that if you want, I can have another session or any any like this, any session like this. I mean, if you have any topics on the Linux side, so related to anything, okay, if you have anything to cover, okay, just send out a note on the email so that I can have a session, or I can just give any resource, maybe something, any link to that or any steps, so that I can help you out. So bash sh, I mean ss sh and ksh, so all are same, but few commands will work properly in the sh, few commands will not work in other on other shell, but 99% of the commands will run on um, all the shells. Yeah, cron is a scheduled job. I mean, this is cron is a scheduled job. They'll say cron or cron tab. Corn or cron. I am not sure what is a corn, but I know cron.